Hello everybody, welcome back to Spencer's MC Vids. I'm your host Spencer, and today I'm going to be showing you something I've been working on, cause I haven't been able to record cause football, it's been a lot of work, but this is what I've been working on. I have not had a lot of time to work on it, which is why it's nowhere close to being finished. But today I do still have football practice today, but luckily it's not till 4 and it only lasts till 7, so tonight I'll be recording. Thank God. Okay, so but I have been receiving some information on Black Ops 2. Now I realize that some of you might not find Call of Duty interesting, but some of my viewers might, so I'm going to cover it at least a little bit for those viewers. And I'm a huge Call of Duty fan myself. I just got another mode yesterday. Thank you. But anyway, I learned that there are going to be some new perks in Modern Warfare or Black Ops 2, and this sound is way too loud. It is hurting my ears. But there's going to be some awesome new stuff, and they're taking noob tubes out of the game completely. I have learned, which in my opinion can only be an improvement. Oh crap, how am I going to do this? Yeah, like that. Like that. I guess like that. Yeah, that'll work. Wait a second. No, 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 no. Now, this is actually going to be a castle. Oh, sorry that Black Ops 2 information was so short. I don't know a lot of information. All I really can confirm right now is the fact that they'll be taking noob tubes completely out of the game. That is what I was most happy with. Oh. This is going to be a very complicated pattern to do. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to put inside of my castle, so if you guys have any suggestions or ideas of like furniture or decorative pieces that I could add into the castle, please let me know. But also today I'd like to go over some of the new things that they did add into Minecraft. I meant to go over them in my last video, but as you could tell, I got sorry. I got caught up in trying to find all those temples. Now, something that they've added to creative mode that I like is not only did they sort them into these little categories, but you can also search for items, which in my opinion is very, very cool. So they've sorted them into building blocks, decoration blocks, redstone, transportation, miscellaneous, materials, brewing, combat, tools, and food stuff. Not to mention survival inventory, so that way if I want to, switch the game to survival at some random... Oh, that's what I should do. Okay, you guys, new plan. What we're going to do is, we're going to make another world like this, but we're going to leave it on normal terrain instead of super flat like I'm on now. And what we're going to do is we are going to build some awesome castle like this, and we're going to switch the game mode to survival and use that castle as like our shelter. How awesome would that be? Awesome, right? Yeah, I know. Just these ideas just pop into my brain. Something doesn't look right. Cause you see I'm the best man, God did it. There we go, that looks better. And yes, I'm in creative mode for those of you slower viewers who didn't realize that yet. And I never really had a reason to start building this. I just kind of wanted to do something with some free time. And I didn't have much free time. So, well, at one time I didn't have much free time. Like, I'd get home and I'd want to sleep or something. And believe me, you guys, I've really wanted to make these videos because these videos are really fun to make. But football is really tiring, so I fall asleep a lot after practice. And if I don't fall asleep, I'm normally at my dad's or playing League of Legends. Because guess what? My account got unbanned. Hooray, hooray, yay, hooray. Anywho. But that is another game that I could not recommend enough. If you like free-to-play games. Okay, cool. But I really got a lot of the walls done last night. I started to work on this a little bit because I realized that today I would have no practice until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Right now it's only 12:11 my time. But I'd say that the castle walls turned out pretty good, in my opinion. This is only a prototype castle, so I probably will be making the walls bigger as time progresses. And as I begin to have more free time. And actually, I would like to do a little mini-series where I try and recreate some of the world's biggest monuments, such as Big Ben, and one of those fancy palace things. Because I personally think that would be a lot of fun to do. And it would give me something to do in my free time. Because school is starting up pretty soon. So I'm really going to have to start focusing on some schoolwork. I will still be trying to pump videos out for you guys. And yeah. Oh, did not delete you. But as I'm pretty sure I previously stated, I'm going into pre-IB this year. So I'm not sure how much free time I'll have with that and football. But with that free time, I will try and upload some videos. I really kind of do regret the fact that I haven't been uploading as much as I could have. Because I said that after football camp I would start uploading as much as I used to, but I never got around to it. But I'm back, you guys. Spencer's back. Back again. Okay. But if you guys would like me to, I can do some vlogs from my dad's house, considering I cannot play Minecraft there. And the last thing I want to talk about today is an interesting story that happened to me the other day. And I think I'll start that story right about now. Okay, so what happened was me and my father had reason to believe that one of my friends, or previous friends, had stolen my laptop. So we began to gather some evidence to back up that statement. And the friend was actually dumb enough to carry around the laptop that he stole from my house with him. Unprotected, just flat out carrying it down the street, right past my face, to another one of my friend's houses, which is probably one of the stupidest moves he could have made, because that day... But let me give you a little bit of background information on this story. Alright, so this is one of my friends. He used to be one of my really close friends. He used to stay the night at my house all the time. My dad used to let him work for him. And we did a lot for him. So when he stabbed me in the back and did this, it really hurt me. It really did. And if you're by chance watching this, you know who you are. I hate your guts. Never talk to me again. But yeah, so the other day my dad called the police after I spotted the computer. But the funny part was what he told me to do before the police got there. He told me, okay, so what we had was, this was originally my laptop. We had bought it a few years back, and I used to play it all the time till it started getting slower and slower, and it became outdated. But the funny part was that we had actually bought a twin of the laptop for my parents to use. Because, you know, I would never get off of it, what with my World of Warcraft habits and such that I had when I was a younger person. But what happened was, we still had the serial number for that laptop. So I walked over to my friend's house with that stuff, with the instruction manuals, the serial number, and all that stuff that I could use to prove that the laptop was mine. Not to mention, I told him we would call the police if he didn't come clean. So I got there, and I told him and I asked him, did your friend, and I put air quotes around it just like I did just then, you guys can't see it because I do not have video up, and I asked him if his friend had given him the serial number or the instruction booklets, and he said no. Why? And he said, because your friend just so happened to give those items to me. And he said, well, how do you know I stole it? And I said, I didn't say you stole it, did I? And then he goes, his eyes get really wide. So I know he's panicking at this point, which made me quite happy. And then he said, well, I got this laptop from my friend, and I asked him what his friend's name was, and he said, I'm not going to release that information to you. And I said, why is that? So that way I can call the cops and have you being arrested as an accomplice. And he was like, okay, fine, I'll give you his name. And then I said, okay, what's his name then? Tell me. And he was like, he thought about it for a really long minute. Then it was just like, Joe. And at that point, I knew he was lying. I knew he was lying to begin with, but it's not nice to make accusations before you know the whole story. So then the cops came, and I got to ride in the back of a Popo car all the way back to my friend's house. And once we got there, the cop went into my friend's house. After knocking on the door, of course. He didn't just barge in without a search warrant. But, what happened was, according to the police officer, my friend immediately, as soon as he walked into the room, he put his hands up and said, I stole the computer. I did it. Take me now, so that way I don't get in any more trouble. So, the police officer escorted my friend out of my other friend's house with my laptop, with the exact features that I had described, I had broken keys on it that I could tell exactly which key it was, and all that junk. And the fact that it wouldn't charge. Now, the part that I like is the fact that I got a free charger for it out of it, because he had bought a charger, but the cop had made him give it to us. We already had another charger for it, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with having an extra one, you know? But that was my eventful day at my father's house, my daddy. And my commentary will be wrapping up shortly, so only thing I'd like to say at this point is like, favorite, subscribe, spread my channel around, and for every like I get, it really does feel good to get those. I love it whenever you guys like my videos because it makes me feel like I did a good job. Now, of course, don't like my videos if you don't think I did a good job, but definitely spread around the channel, get the word out there, so that way I can start making some more money off of this, start getting some better equipment and such. But yeah, like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.